of the Igala kingdom, where the river Niger flows in majestic ripples, and the sun's golden rays bathed the landscape, there lived a princess whose name would echo through the ages. Princess Inikpi, the holy daughter of King Ajeba Oma Idoko, was cherished not only for her beauty and grace, but for the wisdom and strength that set her apart. Her father, a ruler honored for his might and vision, guided the Igala people through the times of prosperity. Yet, the shadow of war loomed heavily over the land. The Benin kingdom, a formidable power to the south, sought to dominate the Igala, bringing waves of unrest. Warriors clashed at the borders, and blood soaked the earth as the kingdoms grappled for supremacy. The tension weighed upon the people, who feared that defeat would not only mean the fall of their kingdom, but the loss of their culture, their land, their existence. In these troubled times, Ata Ajeba turned to the oracles, seeking counsel on how to save his people from impending doom. The priests, with their eyes clouded by the visions of the future, delivered a prophecy that would chill even the strongest hearts. The only way for the Igala kingdom to survive the onslaught of the Benin forces was through an unimaginable sacrifice: the life of the king's most beloved daughter, Princess Inikpi. Only through her blood could the ancestors be appeased and the kingdom saved from destruction. King Ajeba, a man of great resolve, was torn between his love for his daughter and the duty to his people. The news spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, and the people mourned even before the sacrifice was made. Princess Inikpi, ever graceful and selfless, watched the sorrow of her father and the fear of her people. Though her heart was filled with sadness, she knew the weight of her role. On the day of the fateful decision, the skies darkened as if reflecting the sadness in the king's heart. He could not bear to look at his daughter, the one light of his life, now destined to be extinguished for the survival of many. The kingdom held its breath, hoping against hope that some other solution would present itself, but there was none. Princess Inikpi, understanding the gravity of her duty, made the ultimate decision. She would offer herself to the gods, knowing that only her sacrifice could bring peace. The resolve in her heart was unshakable, and even though her father wept in silence, his daughter's courage strengthened him. Her destiny was tied to the land, to the people she had always loved, and she could not falter. On the day of the sacrifice, the kingdom gathered in solemn silence at the sacred grounds near Ega Market, close to the great river Niger. The air was thick with sorrow, and the river's slow, steady flow seemed to carry the collective grief of the people. As Inikpi approached the place of her sacrifice, the sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden halo over the land she was to protect. The priests chanted ancient hymns, invoking the ancestors and the spirits of the land. Their voices mingled with the wind, carrying their prayers to the heavens. Princess Inikpi, regal and poised, stood at the center of the ritual, the weight of the kingdom resting upon her slender shoulders. Her heart beat steadily, not with fear, but with a quiet acceptance of her fate. As the final rites were performed, the earth itself seemed to tremble in anticipation. The people bowed their heads, tears streaming down their faces. They knew they would forever be indebted to the princess whose sacrifice would grant them peace. as spirits would become part of the land, intertwined with the rivers, the trees, and the mountains. Her life, though brief, would become eternal through her bravery and her love for the Igala people. Inikpi was buried alive. Her body returned to the heart that birthed her. As the ground swallowed her form, a calm descended upon the kingdom. The spirits were appeased, and the winds of war began to shift. The Benin forces, once so fierce and relentless, withdrew in confusion and fear. The gods had heard the cries of the Igala people, and the princess's sacrifice had turned the tide. Generations passed, and the legends of Princess Inikpi grew, carried by the winds across the valleys and rivers. Her statue still stands at the site of her sacrifice, a silent guardian watching over the kingdom she saved. The people continue to honor her, naming their daughters after the princess who gave everything for them. Her spirits, they believed, still lingered in the land, protecting the Igala from any further destruction. Inikpi became more than just a name. She became a symbol of hope, of courage, and of the internal bond between a leader and their people. Her sacrifice ensured the survival of the Igala kingdom, and her memory remained buried in the hearts of the people. A constant reminder that true strength comes not from power, but from love and the willingness to give all for the sake of others. And so, the river Niger continued to flow, the sun continued to rise and set, and the Igala kingdom, under the protective spirit of their beloved princess, flourished once more. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and comment for more.